You've been told fruit is always healthy, right? Well, not after 60. Some fruits that once helped you thrive could now silently raise your blood pressure, mess with your medications, or damage your kidneys without warning. In this video, I'll show you 4 fruits you should eat every single week after 60, and 4 you may need to avoid immediately, especially if you're on blood pressure meds, blood thinners, or just want to protect your heart and memory. Stick around. One of these might already be in your kitchen right now. After 60, your digestion slows, your liver filters toxins less efficiently, and your sugar metabolism changes, quietly but significantly. That means some fruits that once seemed harmless, or even healthy, can now cause bloating, fatigue, or dangerous interactions with medications. Even worse, most people don't know. Not even their doctors, unless you ask the right questions. So, let's walk through the list. I'll start with the fruits that can protect your memory, arteries, and immune system. Then we'll talk about the ones that could quietly be doing harm. 4 fruits you must eat. Fruit number 1, berries, the brain's best friend, berries, or brain scrubbers. Let's start with one of the most powerful fruits you can eat for your brain, berries. Blueberries and strawberries are especially rich in anthocyanins, plant compounds that give them their vibrant color. But these pigments don't just look pretty. They work inside your brain like cleaners, clearing away toxins linked to memory loss. In fact, one long-term Harvard study showed that seniors who ate berries regularly experience a delay in cognitive decline by up to 2.5 years. That's like giving your brain a gentle rewind button. Think of them like brain scrubbers, tiny sponges gently sweeping away the fog that slows your thinking. They also reduce inflammation in the brain, which is linked to Alzheimer's and heart disease. And because they're low in sugar but high in antioxidants, berries are ideal even if you're managing diabetes. In my experience, many older adults skip berries because they think they're expensive or hard to prepare. But frozen berries work just as well, and they're often cheaper. Just half a cup a day in oatmeal, yogurt, or a smoothie is enough to make a real difference over time. Fruit number 2, papaya, the heart's silent hero. Papaya, a knee artery cleanser. This one often flies under the radar. Most people think of papaya as a tropical dessert, something you eat on vacation or blend into smoothies. But what if I told you this soft, sweet fruit might protect your arteries better than anything in your fridge right now? Here's the AHA moment. A 2024 study found that seniors who ate papaya daily reduced plaque buildup in their arteries by up to 40%. That's not a typo. 40%. Imagine that. While we're worried about pills, papaya might be quietly doing the work of a heart procedure, with no side effects. That's because papaya is rich in lycopene, vitamin C, and vitamin E, a trio of antioxidants that reduce inflammation and melt away cholesterol deposits. Think of it as a natural stent, not made of metal, but made of nutrients. Let me tell you about John, 72. He was tired of juggling dizzying blood pressure meds, so he swapped his white toast for papaya slices each morning. Within 3 months, his blood pressure dropped, and his cardiologist reduced his meds. The enzymes in papaya also help with digestion and cholesterol, making it a 2-in-1 ally for aging hearts and guts. So, if you're looking for something sweet that heals silently, papaya isn't just a snack, it's prevention on a plate. Have you ever tried papaya on an empty stomach? Type yes or never tried below. Fruit number 3, kiwi, your immune armor. Kiwi, SES Natural Immune Shield. Your immune system isn't what it used to be, and that's perfectly normal. As we age, the number of white blood cells we produce naturally decreases, which makes it harder to fight off infections. That's where kiwi comes in, one of the simplest immune-boosting fruits you can add to your routine. Here's the science. Just 1 kiwi contains over 80 milligrams of vitamin C, more than twice what you'd get from a standard orange. But unlike citrus, kiwi doesn't spike stomach acid. It's gentle, easy to digest, and loaded with antioxidants and potassium, which help regulate blood pressure and reduce inflammation. Think of kiwi like a tiny green shield, armoring your cells from daily wear and tear. I once spoke to a woman named Carol, 70, who used to catch colds every other month. Her doctor suggested she add 1 kiwi a day. Not only did her sniffles vanish, but her digestion also improved, and she said it helped curb her sugar cravings too. The best part? You don't need much. Just one kiwi a day is enough to support immune function and digestion, without adding too many carbs or sugar. Slice it in half and scoop it with a spoon. It's sweet, refreshing, and built for your body's second half of life. Roa number 4. Apples, the fiber fixer. Don't peel your apples. Apples might be one of the most underrated fruits on this list, especially for people over 60. They're high in soluble fiber, which helps lower LDL cholesterol, reduce blood sugar spikes, and improve gut health. But here's the catch. Most of that fiber, and nearly 80% of the antioxidants, are found in the peel. Yet many older adults still peel their apples out of habit or fear of pesticides. Think of the apple peel as the skin of the shield. It's where the strongest protection lies. I remember one gentleman, Harold, in his early 70s, who said he always peeled apples because that's how my mother did it. But after a mild blood sugar scare, his doctor suggested keeping the peel. He made the switch, and within weeks, his digestion improved and his afternoon cravings dropped. The pectin in apple skin also feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which is key for better mood, immune strength, and regularity. So the fix is simple. Buy organic if you can, or scrub apples under warm water with a bit of baking soda. Then eat them whole, peel and all. Your body will thank you. Have you been avoiding any of these fruits out of habit or fear? Comment, "I used to avoid it," below, and tell us why. You might help someone else watching. 4 fruits. You should never touch grapefruit, the medication saboteur. Avoid grapefruit on meds. This fruit looks innocent, but for many older adults, it's quietly interfering with their health behind the scenes. Grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins, which block enzymes in your liver, specifically the CYP3A4 enzyme. That enzyme helps your body process over 50 common medications, including blood pressure pills, statins, anti-anxiety meds, and blood thinners. When grapefruit blocks that process, medication builds up in your system, and suddenly, a safe dose becomes toxic. Think of it like a dam blocking a river. Your medications pile up behind it, flooding your system. I remember Mary, 65, who had grapefruit with breakfast every day, just like she'd done for years. But one morning, she fainted. Her blood pressure meds had become too strong, even though she hadn't changed her dose. It wasn't until her doctor asked about her diet that they realized the grapefruit was to blame. If you take any prescription medications, especially for your heart, mood, or blood pressure, grapefruit might be off limits. The fix? Simple. Swap grapefruit for oranges or berries. Both give you vitamin C without the medication risks. And always ask your doctor or pharmacist before adding grapefruit back to your routine star fruit. The kidney killer. Star fruit can trigger seizures. It's beautiful, exotic, and looks perfectly harmless. But if you're over 60, and especially if you have any signs of reduced kidney function, star fruit could be dangerous. This fruit contains a natural neurotoxin called caramboxin. Healthy kidneys can usually filter it out. But as we age, kidney efficiency declines, sometimes without symptoms. And that's where the real risk lies. Over 40% of seniors have some form of undiagnosed kidney dysfunction. When the toxin builds up, it can trigger hiccups, confusion, and even seizures, sometimes just hours after eating. Think of star fruit like a spark in a frayed wire. In the wrong system, it overloads quickly. I once heard from a caregiver whose 68-year-old client loved tropical fruits. After trying star fruit for the first time, he experienced dizziness and couldn't speak clearly. They rushed him to the ER. His kidneys were struggling, and no one knew until that moment. If you've never had a kidney function test, this isn't a fruit to experiment with. So, what's the fix? Skip star fruit altogether, unless your doctor has tested your kidneys and given you the go-ahead. Choose pineapple or papaya instead for a tropical flavor, without the neurotoxic risk. Durian, a heart risk in disguise. Durian plus weak heart equals risky combo. To many, durian is a delicacy, creamy, fragrant, and prized in many cultures. But for seniors with heart conditions, it may carry a silent danger. Durian is incredibly high in potassium. While potassium is essential for health, Too much, especially for those with heart arrhythmias, kidney issues, or those on diuretics, can tip the balance. The result? It can disrupt your heart rhythm and increase the risk of irregular heartbeat or even cardiac stress. Think of it like pouring gasoline on a flickering flame. Your heart is already working hard, and durian turns up the heat unexpectedly. This isn't just theory. Many emergency rooms in Southeast Asia have documented cases of seniors arriving with dizziness, palpitations, or pressure in the chest after a durian binge. And because durian tastes sweet and comforting, many don't connect it to the sudden symptoms that follow. If you've ever been told you have heart rhythm issues, if you're on water pills, diuretics, or managing blood pressure, durian might be best avoided, or eaten only in tiny amounts with your cardiologist's approval. The fix: try potassium-friendly tropical fruits like mango or papaya, which support heart health without overwhelming it. Unripe bananas, digestive enemy. Green bananas, ulcer, bloating. Bananas are one of the most popular, safe snacks for older adults. But here's something most people don't know. Unripe bananas can quietly upset your gut. When bananas are still green or just barely yellow, they're full of something called resistant starch. This type of starch is harder to break down, especially for seniors whose digestive enzymes naturally decline with age. The result? Gas, bloating, and acid reflux. The same symptoms many blame on aging or medications. Think of it like eating rubbery pasta. Your stomach has to work twice as hard just to break it down. I once met a viewer named Dennis, 69, who always ate a banana before his morning walk. But every day he felt gassy and uncomfortable by lunchtime. It wasn't until his daughter pointed out the bananas were still greenish that he made the connection. He let them ripen for a few extra days, and the bloating disappeared. So, what's the fix? Look for bananas that have brown spots. That's a natural sign that the starch has broken down into easier to digest sugars. They're softer, sweeter, and much gentler on your stomach. If you've been dealing with unexplained gut discomfort, your healthy banana might be the sneaky cause. How many of us were taught that fruit is always healthy? It's not your fault. This myth has been around for decades, but now that you know, you can protect yourself and your loved ones with small, smart changes. So, what does this all mean for you? It means that fruit isn't just about sweetness or calories anymore. After 60, it's about strategy. About knowing which fruits truly support your heart, memory, and digestion, and which ones could quietly work against you. Here's what you can do today. Start with just half a cup of berries or a few slices of papaya in your breakfast. If you're on any medications, swap grapefruit for oranges, and ask your doctor about a quick kidney function test, especially before trying exotic fruits like starfruit or durian. Sometimes it's these quiet, simple shifts that give us back our energy, our clarity, our peace of mind. If this video helped you see fruit in a new light, consider sharing it with someone you love. It could protect their health as much as yours. And I'd love to hear from you. Which fruit surprised you the most today? Drop a comment below. I read everyone. Don't forget to subscribe for more weekly guidance your doctor may never mention, but your body will thank you for.